Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm going to give my speech on how to make a OK two-axis scrolling game on Scratch, which is made by MIT. The first thing you need to do is go to scratch.mit.edu. When you get there, you'll be presented with the page that is shown. You need to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on Download. When you click download, you will see the page that is shown. You can just scroll down to the bottom of this page and click continue. You will now see the page shown, and you need to select your OS and click download. When you see the screen, click run. When you see this screen, click run. When you see the screen, click allow. You are now at the install screen. Click next. On this screen, you need to also click next. Now you click install. You'll now see a screen similar to this one for a short while. Now click next. Now click finish. After a few seconds, you will see the screen shown. Click on variables and then click on create new. You are now at the variable name screen. Type in scroll X and click OK. Now click the icon shown on the screen. Drag these elements onto the stage scripts area. Right click on the green flag element and select duplicate. Then change the several elements that got changed in the second part. Now go to variables and create a new variable called scroll Y. Now change the directions of the buttons and all the variables in the duplicates to scroll Y. Now click this button. You will now see the screen shown. Here you need to paint your starting background. I drew the sprite as grass in my game. Place the following scripts on the initial background. Place the following script on the next background on the x-axis. For your second row, place this on the first sprite to be shown. Now when you press the arrow keys, your background will change to the different backgrounds that you have programmed in. If you notice a gap like shown in the picture, you might need to edit the Y position on the script. Now you should have something similar to what is shown in the video. Once you get an okay sized background for your world, you need to add your main character to the game. There are two options to get your characters for the game you're making. One is drawing them yourself, and the other one is importing them from the internet. Since you already know how to draw sprites from drawing the backgrounds, I will tell you how to import sprites from the internet. The first step to import a sprite from the internet is to go to Google or your favorite search provider and search for sprites. There are thousands of sprites from classic games such as Zelda and Mario available for free on the internet. Once you have the sprite you want, right-click on it and select Save File As. Now go back to Scratch and click on the folder icon in the sprite area. This will open a dialog box where you can select the sprite that you have downloaded. You may have to edit the sprite to get only the sprite you want. Once you do, click OK. To initialize this sprite, we have to do several things. These are being shown on the screen. They include making it spawn in the middle and making it say any starting lines to introduce who the character is and what the main point of the game is. To make it so that the main character cannot go into certain areas such as mountains or buildings, you can set up a script such as the one shown. With the knowledge you now have about Scratch, you should be able to finish creating this 2-axis scrolling game and get it running correctly. If you have any questions or comments, please comment on the video.